To get all of this information, we studied over 2,500 Google business profiles in Texas. So we're going to go over the name of your Google business profile, services, descriptions, attributes, photos, hours, reviews, the full teardown. So this is what a done profile looks like. So yours should be full as well, and we'll go over that. So first thing we need to do is list our service area, like where do we go to homes to install floors. Then we need to make sure that our description is full to the 750 characters. Then we need to list a ton of services. And when I say a ton, I mean like 15 to 20. Then we need to make sure that our hours are filled. And then lastly, we need to start building reviews. So, first things first, when we go to set the Google business profile, if your business name doesn't already have it, then you can get what's called a DBA. But what you need is your keyword in your business name. So, when you go to file that DBA, what you need to be doing is you need to be listing in the DBA a keyword. So, let's say we used my first name. So, we did Chris's hardwood flooring, or we did Chris hardwood flooring, or even another one is Lone Star hardwood flooring, right? What we can notice is that they have the business name and then they have that keyword in the second half, hardwood flooring. So out of the 2,500 Google business profiles we studied in Texas for flooring contractors, 57% of them had a keyword in the name. So another thing is you can do a subversion, right? So let's say you don't really enjoy start installing hardwood, or you're not a big tile guy. You can just put Lone Star carpet flooring or Lone Star carpet installation. So next, after we get our Google business profile name, we're going to go to our business description. Now, 8 out of 10 of the Google business profiles we studied, which was over 2,500 Google business profiles for flooring contractors in Texas, left it blank. So, just to get in the top 21%, all you have to do is write it. And boom, you're already there. So, now, how do we write it? So, what you're going to do is a few sentences on what you do, where you do it, and why people should pick you. Do not overthink this. Just get all 750 characters filled. Next. So, on your Google business profile, you're going to want to list a ton of services. The average of the 2,500 profiles we looked at for flooring contractors only list 6. A third of those 2,500 profiles list 0. So, do this on your profile. You're going to list every flooring type you install. You're going to also do a keyword variation of installs, repairs, and refinishing. You're going to add even more keyword variations. So your first goal should be to get aim for 10 to 15 plus. On what we can see right here is this is an example of a current ranking Google business profile of a flooring contractor in Rockwall, Texas. And they have 17 services listed. And when we look over these services, so what we can see is they've got wood floor installation, wood floor repairs. They've got carpet installation. They got floor tile installation, stair flooring, tile work installation, tile work replacement. And so we can see that they are doing the exact things that I'm telling you to do as well. We want to get the flooring types in our Google business profile. We want to get the different variations of installs, repairs, and refinishings. And they even have some other ones. So, next. Services is kind of an all or nothing. So, from the 2,500 profiles we studied in Texas, what we can see is that 37% had listed 0 services. Now, when we go up and up and up, what we can notice is that after you get to 10 services, you beat 56% of your competition. Now, once you list 15 services, you beat 62% of your competition. So that means that if I go list 15 services on my flooring contractor Google Business Profile, I will beat 62% of my competition like that. Now, here's where it gets really good. So, we studied these 2,500 Google Business Profiles of flooring contractors, right? 1 in 4 of them write any service description. So what does that mean? So when you go to list a service on your Google Business Profile, you can put a description in it. And 1 in 4 put a description in their Google Business Profile services. So if we did it on all 15 of our services, if we put a description in all 15 of our services listed, we would be instantly in the top 15% of all of the 2,500 profiles of flooring contractors in Texas. Now, something to consider is that how Google handles these descriptions is that it doesn't display them on the profile. So don't worry too much about what you put into them. Just fill it out, and it takes a few minutes. So after the services, next, we need to make sure that we're filling out everything on our Google Business Profile, even the attributes. So when you go to fill out, there's going to be a whole bunch of little boxes, a whole bunch of little edit signs, and you need to make sure that you go down every single one. You need to do the payments you take, the accessibility. So if you have a wheelchair accessible restroom, or if you have wheelchair accessible seating, bathroom, and then you also need to do your service options.